Seekers, I hope you're doing really well. Here we are in the first week of February. It's going fast already. Just to let you know, I have almost finished the February monthly readings. I'll put the playlist up here if you want to jump in and have a look at yours. Just before we go to your reading, I just want to let you know you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and even on TikTok, and I have been posting our little readings on there to help you throughout the week as well. All the links are down below, and also the link to my website should you want to arrange a personal reading. I am available for those and love connecting with you in that way as well. Please do, if you could, like and comment on my videos, guys. It really helps them travel so much further in an algorithm that's not really supportive of small content creators like myself. Also, hit the subscribe button before you head off. That would be awesome, as we say here in Australia. Guys, let's go to your reading. Have a beautiful week. See you soon. Hey there Libra, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Let's see what's on the cards for you for February 8th to the 14th. Getting started here with the Work Your Light Oracle. Then as per usual, I'll be moving to the Moonchild Tarot for an overarching tarot energy. And we'll then get out the tarot positions, Libra, with the Rider-Waite tool, it's turning over in my hand, and the Star Child Tarot. I've got boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Now, Libra, that can be, only committing to the things you can follow through on, or, saying no when you mean it. And it's funny because people don't really know how to move around us, when we don't establish the boundary with them. So, for example, there could be somebody who's trying to move in on your energy, be it in business, be it in love. But if you haven't kind of stated like where you're at and what's okay around you, then people don't really know how to move. Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So some of you might be having an awakening to the fact that maybe you are a star seed. You can look that up if you don't know what it is. And you might have a mission here on Earth to keep a high vibration, to help with this global shift of consciousness that we're in. And I've got the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So if you are going through shifts and you're really feeling a little bit vulnerable, knowing that it's actually happening as part of your evolution, and it's happening for you, for your benefit and not to you. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, I'm going to take the bottom one there. It's the overarching energy. Oh, Three of Swords. Okay, well, of course we can feel into that vulnerability when we are going through hurt or we are grieving for something. The Three of Swords can be that heartbreak card. It's not necessarily just limited to love. We can grieve for the past, or we can feel, sorrow for some of the experiences that we've had. But one thing is for sure here, Libra, is that we cannot change the past. So staying in the energy of grief and sorrow is really just, welcoming more of that into our lives. We really need to make different decisions in the present moment to shift our future reality and release that kind of energy. So let's see what comes up in the tarot story here. Can we have the energy of the recent past, please? For Libra, energy is leaving, completing or transitioning. If this is your reading, there we go, Seven of Swords. Well, there could have been a betrayal, hurt, can be your own self-sabotage as well. And it could have been with somebody who was a manipulator or a player, dare I say it, next to the Magician. Somebody who was doing a sneaky on you, maybe in business, maybe in money. Let's get the outcome, Libra. Okay. Justice. Excellent. And it's your card as well, Libra. And the Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay, well, I know who's coming out on top in this situation. Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it could have been somebody who was really telling you one thing and doing something completely different underneath the surface. That was just a fumble, guys. Wasn't holding the intention yet. Let's clarify. Yeah, okay. Ace of Cups with Three of Wands. Clarifying the Magician. Judgment. This feels very relevant, doesn't it, guys? It's these two. Just let me pick those up. What are those two cards? They are Transformation, the Death card, and the Five of Wands. So you got some really big major arcana here. It's definitely time to put this situation to rest. We've got the Two of Swords here. Yeah, I really feel that some of you were involved with an energy that just was not working in your best interest. I mean, Seven of Swords can be a player, a betrayer, a manipulator. It can be at your own hand as well. It comes in here with the Ace of Cups, Three of Wands in reverse. So it could have been somebody who had promised to move forward with you in a romantic situation or in a situation that was promised to provide you a lot of fulfillment, but it just hasn't happened, right? Or there's been a betrayal in the meantime, meaning there was a halt on the forward movement, Three of Wands, or the manifestation or the realization of that. I'm feeling more in romance, guys, I'll have to say, romance, friendship, connection, rather than in a work context. The Seven of Cups for me can be very much my energy of hollow promises. The person that says, well, I'm going to change if we get together, or I'm going to give you the world, or we're going to relocate to this place, or you know, we're going to do all these things, and they just don't follow through. Or I'm going to change my ways. I may have been a cheater in the past, but things are going to be different with you. You know, I'm focused here. So that's what I'm feeling with the Seven of Cups here. It's that energy of it's never really materialized in the way that you wanted, and then there could have been a betrayal in this situation. It's put a hold on moving forward, and I think that yeah, you've really moved into that sort of grieving mode for it, and you've been at the crossroads with whether to release this completely, and the cards are saying, yeah, well, yeah, it is time to make that final judgment call. So I've got Judgment, Magician, Two of Swords in the current focus energy. So it is judgment time, and the energy of judgment is the final call, right? It's the awakening to the fact that we make a decision here. Do we go back around for another cycle, or do we move this to completion? The World card, which is the next one on from Judgment in the Major Arcana. And generally it says, well, there's actually a victory in moving it to completion, and with the Death card coming next, that's what I feel Spirit is encouraging you to do. You might be having a kind of a sense of awakening, like sometimes when we have a betrayal or somebody sort of manipulating us, we really want to see them in their best light and think, oh, they didn't really mean to do that to me, it was just a blip or whatever. But when we actually stand back and see the big picture, we realize that, you know, actually that's not on, and it was really bad, and it probably is this person's true colors, and that's the awakening that I'm having. I need to free myself and liberate myself and rise above, even if I'm in my vulnerability, from the situation, because there's a sense that there's some devil energy playing out here. So I feel like that, you know, you have been kind of weighing it up, but you're realizing that only you can take the power back and transform your life here. The Magician, you know, the Magician is the fact that you have all the resources within you to make the right decision here and then move forward. Please do make your decision from a place of fact and logic. What do you know about the situation? Just, you know, facts on paper and your intuition, but not from emotion, right? Because if we make it from emotion, like there's going to be emotional connection to this person, and we're going to choose potentially to stay, go back around in another cycle and end up in the same place. So it's this real encouragement to make a really practical, logical decision here. And the Magician says, yeah, well, you can transform it, and you're rising back into power here with the Magician. It's time to create what you truly want and manifest what you truly want, because it wasn't happening in the current situation, and now you're the one that's sitting here in the hurt. So in the outcome energy here, Libra, I have got Justice, Nine of Cups, Five of Wands, and Transformation. Well, it's time to call justice on the situation, which is also your card, and it's about you bringing it into power. I mean, next to the Magician, it's like you're the one that's going to need to bring the change to this. And justice says, well, it's time for that change to come in, to settle the score, to right the wrongs, and to bring those karmic scales back into balance. The victory is absolutely yours here, and it's going to put this kind of conflict to rest, because I think maybe in the situation you could always feel this undercurrent, but maybe you didn't confront the person and it was just bubbling away underneath and you could feel it, and it's slowly eroding your energy because, you know, you wanted to believe in the best in this situation, right? Justice will put that Five of Wands energy behind you. And it comes on with the Death card, and the Death card is about, you know, closing the cycle, releasing it, allowing it to leave your life, to make, you know, room for the new that is more in alignment for you. And it just asks us to surrender to that. You know, when something doesn't feel right and it's not working for us, well, generally it's just not. And you could have been, you know, having some kind of depression around this as well. I always notice this person's kind of coming out of the chamber, started to see the light. Judgment also has that I'm awakening to the truth, I'm awakening to what's really going on here, and through that's going to allow me to come out of that horrible place of feeling like there's something going on. And now I know what it is, and I can call the justice to it, and I can step into my power, and I can leave the situation. And then we've got the Nine of Cups here, which obviously is the, you know, a great outcome here for you. It is moving into a place of emotional satisfaction and feeling content, whereas before we were in the Seven of Cups where, you know, everything might have looked good on the outside, but underneath it just wasn't delivering. There was confusion, there was illusion, and everything was just, you know, like a carrot being dangled, you know, held at an arm's length for you. You're stepping into your power and beginning to create the reality here that you truly desire, Libra. And I really feel that down the track, you know, you're opening up the space for true wishes to be fulfilled. Whereas if we go back around for another cycle here, then we're probably going to get the same energy, because generally if somebody is being deceitful, if they're not working on that element within their shadow side, it remains unresolved and it generally will come to play again. That's what I'm seeing here, Libra. It's justice time for you, letting go of that hurt, that sadness. The Three of Swords is a 3 for a reason, because it's like once we resolve that, we get to create and manifest the new, which is what the number 3 means in tarot. So I do wish you all the best with it, Libra. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective. It's quite specific, so it won't be everyone's message this time round. Feel free to drop me a comment if you're cool to share. I do read them all, guys, and you know, really enjoy interacting with you that way. It helps me get to know you guys and see what's happening in the collective. And I'll see you back here for another reading next week. Bye for now.